Should you use a 3% cost of living increase for your Medicare Part B premiums and Part D? One of my pet peeves actually is that folks will say Social Security costs of living are way low over the last 10 years, so we're going to discount the effect of Social Security relative to what the trustees report projects. But then they're not going to discount Medicare premiums or health insurance as a whole. And you can't do that. You can do one or the other, but you can't do both. Not to hold legitimacy to me. So let's look into this here because I just look back from what the Medicare Part B premiums were 11 years ago in 2009 relative to what they are today. All right. So right now in 2019, your Medicare Part B, for the vast majority, unless you're dealing with the IRMA, the income with relation to Medicare, I can't remember what it counts, but if you make too much money, you have additional premiums for your Medicare Part B and Part D. For the vast majority of us, we're not going to have that. We're just going to have a straight Medicare Part B premium and a Part D. So right now in 2019, that premium is $135.50 a month, $135.50. So we take 135.50, we make that our future value on our Trusty Calculator, which I have a link in the show notes if you want your own Trusty Calculator. And if you buy it through my link, I get paid. Huh? All right, so then we go back 11 years. That'd be 2009. So 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's 11 years. And we look at Jim McCarthy. And I don't know who this guy is, but he's with the National Federation of the Blind. All right. So Jim McCarthy had written back then that the Medicare Part B cost, and I saw it down here someplace, is $96. Let's see here. Part B premiums right there. Right there, $96.40. All right, so the Part B Medicare monthly premium rate charged to each beneficiary for the year 2009 remains at $96.40. All right, so we take $96.40, we put a minus sign in front of that and make that our present value. And then we do 11 as the N, and we compute interest rate. It's 3.14%. So 3.14. So look, I got no qualm if you're going to use a Social Security historical the last 10 years, which I think that some guy said it was like 1.5 or something like that. I got no qualm using 1.5. But then you also got to use a lower discount amount for Medicare Part B as well. Now in 2000 and we got the 1.6% for this year. And I think Medicare is going to go. It looks like about $8 a premium. So we got 8 divided by 135.50. So this year will be almost a 6% increase. All right. But we've had years where Medicare. Well, we can look. Hold on a second. Oops, sorry about that. If we look at this right here, all right. So this is from the balance. I'm a big fan of the balance. We say okay. The historical Medicare Part B and Part D premiums. The Social Security Administration publishes historical Medicare D and B premiums beginning in 1966. You can access the table at the link to see what the Medicare Part B premiums, which started at $3 a month in 1966, and Part D, which started in 2006, what they've been. And we're not going to do that here. We're just going to show you that what they're showing here. In 2011, the Medicare Part B premiums were $115. In 2012, they went down. All right, they went down from 115 to 99.90. All right, so that's not so bad. So it went down in 2012, whereas Social Security cost of living went up by 1.7. You see, so they don't flow. There's no correlation between the two. Let's see, 2016, 15, 14, 13. They went up in 2013, but then they stayed the same until the 2017 increases. So 2014, 15, and 16 premiums were the same as they were in 2013. They stayed at 104.90. So, I mean, there you go. So just because this year is a pretty significant increase over the course of, basically the last 10 years, other than a couple of significant increases, it hasn't been much at all. 2019, we already talked about that. So last year went up $1.50. It went up 150 on 134, and that's 1.1%. All right, where Social Security in 2000 last year was up 2.8%. All right, so that's, if you're going to use, let's see what I got here. Yeah, if you're going to use the tables for Social Security on the last 10 years, I think you have to use the same for Medicare Part B as well. I am going to click on this. Did he say, is that the link right there? Yeah, let's take a look if that shows us what we're looking at here. All right, so a lot of data in there. Amount, couple, individual, individual. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's saying. Part B. I don't know what that is. That's definitely not the. I'm not sure what this is. Anyway, either way, I'll look at this for sure. But federal medical assistance. Yeah, that doesn't give us Part B. Come on. Oh, here we go. We gotta keep going down. All right, sweet. I got you. Oh, here we go. Monthly premium. All right, cool. Let's keep looking. We'll keep right. That's 2012. All right. Oh yeah, man. See, I love this. I can get caught up in this data. Yeah, right there. So in 2000, yeah, right there, 2011, it went down $16, man. So from 2010 is at 110, and 2011 is at 115. 2012 was down $16. That's crazy. That's fantastic. Oh yeah, okay, cool. There you go. So we can quickly see what the. So we go back to 1966, and it's $3. All right, 3 is our present value. And then we go to, what do we say, 135.5 is our, we go to 135.5, 35.5 is our future value. And we got 66, we got to go 19, we got 2019 is 66. Let me get my trusty other calculator. All right, 2019 minus 1966, that's 53 years is N. So Medicare premiums look like it's averaged 7.5% a year, going back to 1966. Yeah. All right, but let's go over the course of. But we start at 3. We go back to 1990, which would be, is that 40 years? 30 years, right? 1990, 30 N, and we started in 1990 at 2860. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. 2.97. Pablo, that's 2.97. So come here, buddy. So we've had 3% per year increases. Hold on, let me pause this. There you go. Good boy. We've had 3%. Come here. No, come here. I love my pops. He sees these little boys. We got these 4 kids up the street. The cutest flipping kids I've ever seen in my life. No. Ben, they just, I love them. Come here, buddy. So we got 3. Pop. Be on the TV, I guess. Anyway. So we start from 1966 until today. We have a 7.5% increase year over year for Medicare Part B. If we go back to 1990 till today, it's a 2.97. So what is more? I don't know. I just use a trustees report. If someone's going to say I'm going to use 5%, I'd say, well, the last, what's that? 1990, 2000. That's 30 years. Last 30 years over the course of anyone's retirement history, we've only had a 2.9%. Why would you use 5 or 6? Because the trustees report says. But the trustees report also says 2.6 for Social Security. It's just interesting. I use the trustees report because I don't know how you can cherry pick, and I don't know how you do that. So, hopefully this helps. Again, it looks like it'd probably be about an $8 increase next year. We'll see you.